Welcome everyone to Warriors Path State Park, located outside of Kingsport in northeast Tennessee, almost to the Kentucky border. I'm going to show you all around the park today and give you a great review. Our first category is natural beauty. And let me just start off by saying that I've never seen so many deer at a state park than this one. They are not afraid of people and everywhere, really cool to see. There's also tons of natural water features like this stream, the big lake that's there, and you're going to see all sorts of wildlife like butterflies and great natural areas like this. So for this category, it gets a 7 out of 10. The next category is campsite layouts. As you can see, there are paved sites with gravel around it, all your normal utility hookups. There's also a hammock campground, which is super cool. And if I was a college student, I feel like I would be living at this campground every summer. And this category gets a 7 out of 10. The next category is activities, and as always, this is worth 20 points instead of 10. And as you can see, there is a lake that is right in the middle of the campground, and everything really evolves around that lake. There's plenty to do with boating and fishing and kayaking, a lot of cool activities to do around the lake. So if you love water activities, you'll love this place. There's also 2 disc golf courses. They were hard but fun, and this is me in the deep dive video just sharing about how it is not very well laid out and the signage is confusing, but really fun to play. There's also horseback riding nearby. There is a golf course. I'm not a big golfer, but it looked like a really fun place for any golfers out there to check out. But probably the main attraction in my mind, the main activity to do, is go to this playground. Now, this playground is awesome. It is better than almost anyone that you'll go to. It is huge. There is so much to do. It is so well laid out, right in the middle of the woods, running alongside a stream. So much for your family to do, things to jump on and play on. They have little picnic table areas, and I think there was a kid having a birthday party at one point. But as you can see, as you make your way further back, it gets a little more natural looking. There's a sand area, there's little interactive things in the back to do, but there's also a stream that has concrete on the bottom of it, and there were kids playing around and splashing, having a lot of fun. And then in the very back was a C.S. Lewis area, and it's part of Tennessee's literacy program where you can read about these stories and have some interactive structures and things to touch and feel. And so this is Mr. Tumnus's Cave, a really cool shout out to C.S. Lewis, and of course I loved that. So for this category, I'm going to give activities a 15 out of 20. The bathrooms at the campground were simple, but they were individual bathrooms, so you have your own sink, toilet, and shower, and it gets a 7 out of 10. There is electric charging on site, which is great, and while Warriors Path is not close to I-40 or any major interstate, it is close to Kingsport, and it gets a 6 out of 10. The video that you see right here is actually from the deep dive video where I share a story about getting in trouble from one of the campground hosts for riding my electric scooter. Now, this had never been an issue at any of the other parks that I went to, and I wound up talking to one of the park rangers about it, and he simply said it was for safety reasons. And at first I was like, dude, are you serious? Like, there's no one around here. But then I kind of got it, because while the campground was pretty chill, it just had your normal campgoers, the park itself was just utter chaos. There were boats everywhere, trailers, people, cars and trucks, and so I kind of got it by that point. Overall, the staff were kind, informative, and took my safety seriously, and so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 for this category. As I stated before, you're not far at all from town, so if you want to go into town to get a bite to eat or get some supplies, it's just right up the road. But here at the camp store, you're going to find all your normal snacks and drinks, toys for the kids and things like that right there on site at the campground, which is super convenient. And then right by the lake, there's a full cafe and then a bigger store with t-shirts and stuff. For this category, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Once you get outside of the main part of the park, you're going to see cool things like rock formations and hills and the water. And so for uniqueness, this category gets a 6 out of 10. The final category is cost, and it was $29 a night, which is very affordable, and it gets a 7 out of 10. The total score for Warriors Path State Park is a 68 out of 100. Really cool place to get out there and explore. All right, I think I have enough room for one more right here, and then we'll start a second row. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want to see more about this Tennessee State Park, then click on the link that's popping up right now for my deep dive, where I go into a lot more about all that the park has to offer. And please like and subscribe so you don't miss a single state park video as we visit all 57 here in the state of Tennessee. God bless you, and remember, God's creation is meant to be explored.